Okay, let's go thrifting. And I thought while I'm shopping, thrifting, I will talk to you about how I started into estate sales this summer. I get a lot of questions about how I purchased whole estate sales, what that looks like. And so this is one of my favorite thrift stores in town, by the way. They have a great vintage section. I always find good stuff here. I bought stuff for myself and my kids. Besides the point, so I hope you enjoy this shopping trip as much as I did. So this summer, I started just seeing these estate sale signs and showing up and really enjoying the things that I was finding, picking little treasures for eBay and here and there. And then I found the estate sale website, and I will post that in the description down below. You just put in the area you live in and the radius you want to search for. And I started discovering estate sales that were like way out in the country, a little bit farther from me. And I noticed some of them are hosted by companies, some of them are hosted by owners or smaller companies. So I just kind of went out on a limb and messaged an estate sale I spotted that had some awesome stuff far out in the country, and it was obviously being hosted by an owner or somebody, family friend. So on this estate sale site, you can send whoever's putting on the estate sale an email. And I sent over an email that said, I'm interested in a buyout. If you have anything left over, if you want to send over pictures, and I can send you a quote. And I have not a lot of idea what I'm doing or what this could look like, but I just thought if I could see what was left. In this estate sale was about 45 minutes from my house, so unfortunately it wasn't something I could go to. I was relying on pictures. And yeah, I got an email back. They said they were interested, sent me pictures, and they had a good amount left, which is kind of what I was thinking since it was so far away. And it's kind of why I was like, maybe if they wanted to get rid of this stuff. I had heard from other sales that I had attended, I had asked the companies putting them on, what do you do with the leftover? And a lot of them said donate. They're responsible a lot of the times, maybe not all the times, to get rid of their leftover. And yeah, I think that looks like packing it up and dropping it off at some sort of thrift store, a place that takes stuff. So I was thinking, man, if I could come in and pack it up for them and they can make a little bit more of money at the end, maybe this could be beneficial to both parties. So yeah, that first estate sale I reached out to, it was hosted by the family. Their mother had passed away and no one was local. So all those things really went into end up being beneficial for me to buy it out. And they agreed on a price. I offered them $300 for everything. And when I say it was a house full, it was a low price. And I did get a lot of great stuff. But I'm still paying storage units for some of this stuff. We had to get a U-Haul. And I probably ended up making 5-ish trips. And it was about 45 minutes one way. So it was... I jumped in. I don't regret it, but it was a lot of work. And as you can imagine, you're packing up somebody's entire house. And it's a lot. It is a lot. And if it were closer to town, it would have been a little bit easier. So that was so profitable. I'm glad I did it. It was great. So I did this several other times through this same estate sale site. Message the people putting it on. I've had much better luck with smaller companies, or if it's hosted by the family friends, much more inclined to reach out. The next sale I reached out to and who agreed, same price, $300, packed up the house. And because it was in town, I had a lot more options. We split the house up into sections, a donation pile, a throwaway pile, giveaway. We had a lot of different piles going on. And while I was packing up the house, typically what happens is who's ever putting on the estate sale, they let me in. And then I give them my schedule, like I'm going to be here tomorrow. And they usually want it done in a couple days. They want to be completely done with the house. So it means morning to night. I'm there packing. and it's a lot of crap. So I did put a lot of stuff free on Marketplace that I couldn't easily transport. Then we had clothes and shoes and stuff that was good, but not one-off good eBay sales, and we donated that. A lot of stuff that was just trash that was broken, we were just finding in closets. And then everything else, yeah, we either sold on Marketplace or we sold on eBay. That one worked out a lot better because the first one was the time crunch of having to get there, load, come back, unload, go back and forth. So I just was throwing everything in a box. And the second sale, really taking my time and dividing product out a little bit more and boxing a little bit more thoughtfully, just ended up being a little bit easier. As you can imagine, when my girl came in to work on eBay and posting this product on eBay, it was more organized for her. The stuff that was in the box was good and needed to be listed, and we weren't storing crap that needed to be tossed or donated or something in between. So yeah, I would definitely do this again. I reached out to a couple other places and I haven't heard back. I have heard back from the first estate sale. They wanted me to come and do another buyout, and we just weren't, we were moving. We weren't in the place to take on something like that. If I did this in the future, I would keep about the same thing. I would lowball. I would come in at a low number where I felt really confident, because it does take several days, manpower, the cost to store, maybe U-Haul, a lot of expenses, not just that initial number you give them. And yeah, I would definitely do a storage unit again and put it all there. And that made my life a little bit easier than coming in and dropping it where we live. But I love buying estate sales. I've only done it a couple times. It's been pretty successful, and I would recommend going to the site I post below. I've had like really great success, even finding other sales in my area that I don't necessarily want to buy out. I just want to attend. Reach out though if you can. And maybe just look for those little loopholes kind of around you where maybe they live farther out. Maybe it's put on by like family and friends who are more inclined to partner and work with somebody like they worked with me. Yeah, so that's kind of my experience. Thanks for coming along. Oh, and so both sales I purchased, they were $300 each. And we have to be in the double-digit thousands by now on the sales. We're still processing stuff. Found some amazing items in the mix. I think my favorite thing is some World War II ration coins that I found just in a plastic baggie. I found silver and all the collectibles. One lady, I posted some videos here. She collected newspapers from forever ago. I would definitely recommend purchasing estate sales, making those connections. It's really fun, really cool stuff. I hope that this was fun for you, not only listening to my estate sale stories, but sourcing with me. Thank you for watching, sharing with your friends. Let me know if I missed something at the thrift store I need to go back and purchase. I appreciate you. Have a great one. Bye.